Today, our city's sensational case of a heinous patricide is being tried in open court. We will now go to a live broadcast of the scene. What is this? No matter what your father did to you, you shouldn't have killed him. Yes, that's right. No matter what, you can't harm your own father. Right. On my 26th birthday, I watched my father collapse with my own eyes. This court declares, regarding the defendant and Jiwen, and the alleged intentional homicide case. This court is now in session. This is the best birthday gift I've ever received. Your mother always used to say, when you make a wish, you must wish carefully. It will come true. Come on. Let's try it. Okay? Dad. Why are you collecting bottles again? Dad. I'm useless. Back then, all I knew was how to sue people. Now, I've lost my job as a lawyer. The 200,000 yuan for your study abroad. I'll just tell my professor. The self-funded study abroad. I'm not going. Hey. How can you not go? Okay? Your money for studying abroad. Dad already prepared it for you. I'll go get it for you. I'll get the passbook, okay? A top high school. A famous university. The best debater. Ever since I was little, everyone said, that lawyer has a good daughter. Dad. You were so foolish. I was supposed to have a bright future. But now, don't worry. In your place, I will live a good life. I will become a monstrous sinner. Because on my birthday, I let the father who worked so hard to raise me. Hello? See, Gia. Compared to intentional homicide, is manslaughter punished less severely? That's right. You haven't called in so long, just to ask me this? Where's Master? I killed someone. You can't just say things like that. Let me talk to Master. He's dead. I killed him. Master. And Jiwen. Please come with us. My birthday gift has finally arrived. That's her, the one who killed her own father. The murderer. Ms. In, can you tell us why? You viciously murdered your own father? You squandered your father's money. Could you explain the reason for that? Before my defense lawyer arrives, I refuse to answer any questions. Lawyer In was so good to you. I never thought you'd be such a monster. That's enough. See, Gia. I knew you would come. I am in Jiwen's defense lawyer. At present, we are not accepting any form of interviews. All the fish have finally taken the bait. The show is about to begin. Brother C. Gia. Brother C. Gia, you're finally here. Brother C. Gia. I have my reasons. Please save me. Please, save me. Why did you kill Master? And now you have the nerve to ask me to defend you? What secret are you hiding? I really don't want to die. I'm the only thing my father has left in this world. Please save me. And what makes you think that I will help you? Because I am the real victim. Beat a child to make them filial. That was his grand excuse for hitting me whenever he was drunk. How do you think I got through all these years? I'll teach you to be disobedient. You're lying. Then what is this? Everyone envied my dad for having such a brilliant daughter. But no one knew that to make him happy, I had to endure countless beatings. But that's no reason for you to become a murderer. If he was even slightly displeased, he would either hit me or yell at me. Born into a family like this, besides pretending to be obedient, what else could I do? Brother C. Gia. Believe me. Everything I said is true. Believe me. If I were you, I would be grateful. Not sit here telling lies and making up such a ridiculous story. This is your injury report. Your bruises were caused by drug-induced bleeding. My master never laid a single finger on you. He has done more than enough for you, especially as your adoptive father. You. How did you know? Did you know? Master was worried you'd be judged for being adopted. Even I only found out the truth after I investigated later. And Jiwen, I'll give you one last chance. Why did you murder the man who took care of you for all these years? What are you saying? I don't understand. What am I saying? Don't you know what you've done? I checked. You have a debt of 800,000 yuan. And because of that, you stole all of Master's savings. Master was already so weak. At that point, how could he have been a match for you? It wasn't me. It really wasn't me. He fell down on his own. The gas leak. I knew nothing about it. You really are stubborn until the bitter end. Let me ask you. Why is it that on the gas stove, only your fingerprints were found? This is the evidence of your crime. Do you understand? You think this piece of paper is enough to make me confess? Brother C. Gia. You're so naive. Brother C. Gia. You're so naive. Don't forget, as my defense lawyer, protecting your client's interests is your most basic professional duty. On that point, I don't need to teach you, do I? My life is ruined anyway. I'll just live one day at a time. I have plenty of time to waste with you. Do you? Since you want to live so badly, I can let you live one more day. But I can also make you suffer one more day. Do you know why Master fought so hard to protect that passbook? That money. He worked so hard, earning it with his blood and sweat. For that money. How much did he suffer? How much did he sweat? He saved it penny by penny. Why do you think he did it? Who was it all for? Impossible. Impossible. Why would he do that? Why? Because he always treated you like his own flesh and blood. He would rather suffer himself than let you feel even a little bit wronged. And you? How did you repay him? With your own hands. You killed him. I confess. I killed him with my own hands. My father. Brother C. Gia. The person who loved me most in this world. I killed him with my own hands. I don't have a father anymore. As long as you can show genuine remorse at the trial, I will do my best to reduce your sentence. Okay. I promise you. From now on, I will not tell another lie. Brother C. Gia. My dad left something for you. It's in the room. In the first drawer. A life for a life. I know that even if you had amazing skills, you could only delay my death. If I really can't get out of here alive, I hope you will take good care of the lotuses my father planted. And Jiwen, you lied to me again. There are no lotuses. Lotuses. Candles. I swear. Everything I said is true. On the night of the incident, when I lit the candles, on my birthday cake, he actually held the passbook over the burning candles to threaten me. From start to finish, these candles were never even lit. From the very first thing she said, she's been lying to me. All of this. It's all a trap she set. So that day, what exactly happened? When are you coming home? Dad. Bought you your favorite birthday cake. I'm just waiting for you to come home. To cut the cake and blow out the candles. Make a wish. The night of the incident was in Jiwen's birthday. Master was waiting for her at home alone. No rush. Dad's waiting for you. But in Jiwen's birthday party, never even started. I have to find Wenwen's birthday present. In fact, this passbook was meant to be her birthday gift. Dad, I'm home. Before Jiwen came home, Master must have already collapsed, unconscious. Dad, what's wrong? So, Dad, everything she said in the interrogation room was completely fabricated. And Jiwen was deliberately misleading me. If all of this is a lie, then it's highly possible she wasn't even at the crime scene. For her to go to such lengths, to pull all the suspicion onto herself. She wanted to create a media frenzy and intentionally arouse the police's suspicion. Behind all of this, there must be another motive. My dad left something for you. It's in the room. In the first drawer. Master. Is this the final truth? You wanted to leave me? My daughter. By the time you see this video, I will already be gone. You must not tell anyone, and don't investigate my death. If the police ask, just close the case as my suicide. Defendant in Jiwen. Regarding the intentional injury and deliberate poisoning that led to the death of Talon. Do you admit to this? Think whatever you want. I don't care. This court solemnly declares, suspect in Jiwen is guilty of murdering her own father. In Jiwen, why are you admitting to being the killer? What are you trying to do? This court sentences you to death. To be carried out immediately. Immediately. The court has obtained the relevant evidence, as well as your confession statement, which does corroborate the circumstances surrounding the incident. Furthermore, after expert analysis, the fingerprints lifted from the gas valve are a perfect match to the suspect and Jiwen. The facts of this case are clear, and the evidence is conclusive. Regarding the above charges, do you have any objections? Don't think your silence can hide your capital crime, Your Honor, and Jiwen's crimes are known to everyone. The impact is severe. Without a harsh sentence, how can we answer to the public? Harsh sentence, death penalty, harsh sentence, death penalty, harsh sentence, death penalty. This court solemnly declares The suspect, Jiwen, is guilty of murdering her own father. The evidence is conclusive. The crime is heinous. This court declares the death penalty to be carried out immediately. Wait. Your Honor, I object. The court's verdict is final. I want to retract my confession. I have evidence to prove that I am not the murderer. I wasn't at the scene of the crime. On this point, I believe lawyer C. Jia has evidence to prove it. Moreover, Your Honor, there are major doubts in the current chain of evidence. I left my fingerprint on the gas stove. It was fabricated evidence. Defendant in Jiwen, for the testimony you've given, is there any substantial evidence to support it? 3 years ago, my father was caught in a scandal. He lost his entire reputation. He fell into a state of depression. In the end, he chose this way. To end his life, to end his pain. He was determined to die. He took sedative medication. The dose was lethal. Your Honor, every word I've said is true. There are no lies. Defendant in Jiwen, this court will immediately assign someone to verify the victim's past medical records, pharmacy purchases and medication details. Everyone. The court has received new evidence and testimony. This will significantly impact the direction of the case. Court is now adjourned. The trial will resume after the investigation. Lawyer C. I don't need your help anymore. You have no right to meddle in my affairs. Besides, can you still trust me? In Master's last words, he proved you're not the murderer. But Master definitely did not commit suicide. Let me be your defense lawyer. I promise. I will find the truth behind Master's death. No wonder Dad said you were a stick in the mud. You really never learn. Don't you understand yet? I was just using you. I know you were using me. Since you've already chosen to use me as your pawn, why not let me keep helping you and see this game through? Aren't you afraid I'll lie again? Commit perjury? At first, I thought the truth was the only way to find the truth, but now I think perjury can also be a shortcut to the truth. I hope we can work well together. Lawyer C. A pleasure working with you. Lawyer C. The deceased's medication analysis results are out. I'm sending them to you. It shows a product from Jacon Group, an antidepressant sedative drug called Entalin. To think your precious daughter, that daughter of the famous lawyer in, is actually still alive. It seems I'll have to handle this myself. To make that in Jiwen permanently. Shut up. Oh, Lawyer C. I'm so glad I finally found you. Oh, we at Jacon have been so wronged. This drug, we spent 5 years developing it. It passed all market safety inspections. It's the only one on the market with absolutely no side effects. An antidepressant. Forget an overdose. Even 10 times the dosage wouldn't kill anyone. I can't believe a criminal trying to escape guilt would resort to slandering our company like this. No, I have to ask her myself. This murderer, why on earth would she frame our company? Didn't I tell you? Your recovery is most important. But you insisted on coming. It's fine, Mr. Zhao. The company's reputation is the priority now. Yazi. You should head back first. As for the company, you don't need to worry. I'll go in myself and get to the bottom of this. Mr. Zhao. About the case. You're finally here. About Lawyer In. I already know. My condolences. Secretary Shu. My father's death. Wasn't it what you expected all along? Since you know, all of this was destined to happen, why do you still insist on pursuing it? Don't you know that people are after you? You're in a very dangerous position right now. I don't care. I want a fair trial. What is fair? Power has always had the final say. Don't you know? That Lawyer In, because he wanted justice, is precisely why. Let it end here. I'm doing this for your own good. Secretary Shu. I wonder if you've ever heard a saying, the person who frames you knows better than anyone how innocent you are. What do you mean by that? My father's lifelong reputation was destroyed by you. Only you know how innocent he was. Only you know how innocent he was. As a lawyer, you knew the law and broke it. You actually preyed on your own client. You're a disgrace to the legal profession. Now get out. You've brought the firm so much bad publicity. Getting fired is letting you off easy. I can't believe Lawyer In, who was always so upright, could do such a thing. Because of my personal actions, I've affected the Yanzheng law firm's reputation. I apologize to everyone. Lawyer In has always been one to argue his case. Why didn't he say a single word in his defense this time? Could this actually be true? Lawyer In knew the law and broke it. Yet he failed to receive due punishment. I can only rely on the power of the media to get the justice I deserve. Ms. Shu, don't worry. We will be sure to report this incident in detail. I believe that justice will prevail. Justice? Will it really prevail? Lawyer In. According to the victim, you were the one who took the victim's case, using work as an excuse to lure her to a hotel room. We'd like to ask, can you give a clear response to this incident? Lawyer In, are you planning to tacitly admit to this assault? As a lawyer, how can you face your own professional ethics? It was never me who was targeting Lawyer In. Lawyer In has to pay the price for what he did. Years ago, you incited public opinion and made my father lose his job. He also lost his most precious reputation as a lawyer. Because of that, he had to rely on medication to cope. And in the end, it killed him. Isn't that price high enough? So, you think that Lawyer In died because of this incident? What? You mean there's more to the story? Are you done talking? Come with me. According to the Penal Code, Article 246, publicly fabricating facts, to defame another, causing the victim to suffer immense mental distress, ultimately leading to death. Brother C. You've misunderstood. Misunderstood? You brought her here, isn't it because 3 years ago, she framed Master and ruined his name? Actually, I also used to think that my father was innocent, until I was on his computer, and saw the hotel's surveillance video. So, I have evidence proving it was my dad who assaulted Ms. Shu. So Ms. Shu is the victim. What she said is all true. All these years, you've been looking for evidence of my father's crime. But actually, that evidence was in my father's possession all along. Impossible. How could Lawyer In have that evidence? Weren't you the one who said it was my father who took you to a hotel and assaulted you, but we could never find the hotel's surveillance video? So, is that why my father, due to insufficient evidence, was released? Impossible. There was no surveillance footage, because my father took that surveillance video and hid it. That's why my father suffered in torment for so many years. He always felt that he had done wrong. That's impossible. Lawyer In had no reason to do that. All of this was my father's fault to begin with. He should have publicly cleared your name. And Jiwen, do you know what you're doing? Brother C. Ms. Shu didn't do anything wrong. She's just a victim. Can you please help her? Help her? Help her prove that Master committed assault? This was my father's dying wish. Before my father died, he said that his whole life, he pursued fairness and justice. I will pursue fairness and justice my whole life. But now, he watches as an injustice happens. When? You must promise, Dad. Restore justice to those who were wronged. Dad. My father also said he regretted not having the chance to apologize to Miss Shu in person. That's why he was willing to give you the evidence he hid, to prove that your accusations against him were true. How could this be? Miss Shu, I will honor my master's dying wish and get you justice, but you must also promise me one thing. After the trial is over, when all of this has ended, you will never appear before me again. Plaintiff. As the defendant is deceased, this hearing will only reconstruct the facts of the case. It is not possible for the deceased defendant to be sentenced. Your Honor, as the defendant's daughter, I am willing to bear all of the defendant's responsibilities and compensate all of the plaintiff's losses. Counsel for the defendant, and Jiwen. This is not the time for your games. In your last case, you still haven't cleared your name. Do you want to add to your crimes? Your Honor, I am willing to help provide details and evidence of my father's assault against Shu Yazi and Jiwen. Counsel for the plaintiff, you may not leave your seat and disrupt the trial. Please return to your position. You just need to remain silent. Don't cause yourself any unnecessary trouble. Now, regarding the defendant, the case against Talon for sexual assault is now in session. Will the plaintiff, Shu Yazi, please state clearly what happened 3 years ago? I found Lawyer In to help me handle my company's supervisor's sexual harassment. Lawyer In said we needed to stay in touch, so I left him my phone number. I never thought that very night, Lawyer In would send me a text. Plaintiff, asking to meet me at a cafe. Ms. Shu, based on your word alone, it is difficult to confirm that your supervisor was harassing you. A friend of mine referred me. He said you were a top lawyer. I really had nowhere else to turn. That's why I came to you. Since you've come to me, I won't let you down. Ms. Shu, right now, you're just lacking evidence from when you were assaulted. As for who provides that evidence, don't worry. When it comes to authentication, I have connections. As a lawyer, you're asking me to fabricate evidence for you? Ms. Shu, I'm getting evidence for you. You should be thanking me for this. Come on. Easy, easy. After that, I only vaguely remember Lawyer In taking me to a hotel. What happened after, I don't really remember. Your Honor, I request to play the hotel's surveillance footage from that day to prove that Shu Yazi was indeed taken into the hotel by the defendant and assaulted. And Jiwen, I've never seen anyone so eager to convict their own father. To the plaintiff, the court asks you, in the surveillance video, is that you and the defendant and Talon? Yes. It should be me and Lawyer In. Very well. Based on the current video evidence, combined with the defendant's confession, which corroborate each other, a complete chain of evidence has been formed. The defendant and Talon is a suspect in this assault case. Considering the relevant laws and evidence, there is sufficient ground for conviction. Your Honor, can this case be closed now? Yes. As the video evidence in this case is conclusive, this court will follow legal procedure and the relevant legal statutes to make a final ruling. Your Honor, I object. I request that this case and my father's suicide case be tried together. I deeply sympathize with what Shu Yazi has been through, and I admit this was all my father's fault. But his crime didn't warrant death. Why did you poison him? I didn't. I didn't kill anyone. You held a grudge. So, you murdered him in revenge. Plaintiff, the plaintiff, opening square bracket, closing square bracket. The plaintiff, Xu Yazi, was indeed a victim of persecution, creating a motive for retaliation. This court will take that into consideration. This video is fake. Because lawyer in never took me to a hotel at all. Later, you'll act like a drunk woman and lean on the male actor. He'll support you as you walk into the hotel room. That's it. But remember, don't let the camera get a clear shot of your faces. Don't worry, director. I'm a professional. We'll do it exactly as you say. I want to retract my testimony. Lawyer in is innocent. He is the victim. Plaintiff, are you sure you want to retract and deny that Talon indecently assaulted and violated you? Yes, Your Honor. Plaintiff, are you sure you want to retract and deny that Talon indecently assaulted and violated you? Yes, Your Honor. It seems my master really was framed. I demand that Xu Yazi publicly apologize to my father and explain in detail how you framed my father and tell us your motive. Otherwise, I cannot accept that Xu Yazi is not connected to my father's death. I really didn't know about Lawyer N's death. It had nothing to do with me. If not for you, how would anything have happened to my master? Your Honor, this woman approached my master with ulterior motives. Plaintiff, please state clearly your reason for orchestrating all of this. Otherwise, you have a very close and inseparable connection to the deceased. This court will detain you as a suspect. I don't know. Plaintiff, please give a reasonable explanation. I don't know. I can't say. I really can't say. Xu Yazi. Doctor. With her current physical condition, can she still attend the trial? This woman has a rare blood disease. Right now, she already has multiple organ failure. I'm afraid she doesn't have much time left. What did you say? She's already that sick? What's strange is, I saw on her blood report that her body contains a large amount of drug residue. This drug residue has been maintaining the patient's vital signs. It's just that this drug is extremely rare in this country. Shikong Group. Yes, Shikong Group. They've been committed to developing various new drugs, but because of safety regulations, it was never released to the market. But the drug residue in the patient's body proves this treatment has noticeable effects. If she could continue using this drug, it could still prolong the patient's life. Life extending. No wonder she wouldn't tell the truth. So that person has been giving her life extending medicine. What did you say? Nothing. By the way, doctor, you just examined her. What about the bruises on her body? It's just subcutaneous bleeding. It's fine. I just looked. There are many causes for the bleeding. This woman's is due to liver damage, which is causing the bleeding and bruises. I still recommend that she gets a full checkup as soon as possible. Brother C, I'm still awaiting trial. Don't waste time on me. The priority now is to figure out why she framed my father. Where is this? Your condition is very unstable. I suggest you get a full checkup as soon as possible. Otherwise, the next time you collapse, you might not be so lucky. Xu Yazi, tell me the truth. Why did you frame my master? And your health. Where did you get this experimental drug that isn't on the market yet? Brother C, you and the doctor should go discuss a treatment plan for Xu Yazi. I'll stay here and look after her. I'll give you 3 hours, max, to be out. You have to make the most of this time and get some useful information. We don't have much time. Speak. Since everything has already happened, what's left to say? Fine. Then let's talk about what hasn't happened yet. Do you know, with your current physical condition, how much longer you can last? I'm well aware. It's none of your business. You can't do anything anyway. Then have you considered that you're just his puppet? Your very life is in his hands. The day he stops giving you that life-extending medicine, you'll just be left to die. You know everything. What else do you know? At first, I didn't understand. You're just a pawn to him. Anything he can't do himself, he pays people to take care of it. Now you're just a pawn he's discarded. Why are you still so loyal to your master? So you've sold him your life. What are you talking about? Director Zhao is a good person, so you finally admit it. You finally framed my father. Lawyerin was a good man. For my previous actions, I apologize to you, but I really didn't know Lawyerin died because of this. So when you came to see me in detention, was it out of guilt? Not entirely. I was afraid to see you. You also, Ms. Shu. These past 3 years, you must have been exhausted. This is my fate. If I didn't have this illness, I wouldn't have gotten into this mess. For the past 2 years, my guilt over your father has given me sleepless nights. Plus, my health is poor. Even the medicine director Zhao gives me is gradually losing its effect. I'm thinking, maybe this is heaven's punishment for me. I'm begging you. Please don't pursue this any further. Let my life pay for your father's. I'm begging you. Please don't push me anymore. A life does need to be paid, but not yours. What do you want me to do? I just want to know the truth. The truth of why you keep helping that person. As for what comes next, whether you continue to appear in court is entirely up to you. I won't force you. Really? As you know, I am from Zhikong Group, Director Zhao's secretary. 3 years ago, I was having frequent nosebleeds. Director Zhao saw I wasn't well and arranged a full-body checkup for me. The results showed it was a rare blood disease. Director Zhao, my test results weren't very good. I may not be able to work. Yazi, I already know about your situation. Don't worry. Your workload will be lightened, and your salary will be doubled. Also, I will specially develop a medicine just to treat your illness. Director Zhao, you're not going to fire me because I'm sick? Yazi, you've been with me for nearly 10 years. Over the decade, you've contributed so much and worked so hard. Now that you're sick, as your boss, how could I just turn my back on you? Thank you, Director Zhao. By the way, Yazi, that mineral water I sent you last time, have you finished it all? If it's gone, remember to tell me. I'll have someone send you more. No need. Director Zhao, what's wrong? Is the water quality bad? You don't like it? Yazi. This mineral water is something our R&D team spent several hard years developing, although its taste isn't as good as regular mineral water. However, its trace element content is very high. It's very beneficial for your health. No, that's not it, Director Zhao. You've already given me many nutritional supplements for free. Now you're still going to the trouble of providing me with such precious mineral water. I just don't want to keep taking things from the company for free. In the future, if I need it, I'll buy it at the original price. Yazi, this is the company's special benefit just for you. It's also what you've earned for all your years of hard work. So that's settled. I'll have someone bring over a dozen more cases. Our R&D team this time has also developed a few new flavors. When you've tried them, give me some of your feedback. Director Zhao, you're too good to me. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Excuse me, Director Zhao. I'm not feeling well. It seems the side effects of this finished product are still too strong. It seems, Ms. Shu, you're a very capable worker, and you have a lot of personal charm. Director Zhao is very fond of you. He even specially developed a drug just for you. I know what you're implying. I secretly went to a public hospital for a checkup. Doctor, I've been taking the medicine on schedule and getting treatment for a month. What are the results now? Is it working? This is impossible. What's wrong, doctor? Has my condition gotten worse? No. Your condition is recovering very well. The amount of virus in your blood and your damaged organs are already starting to self-repair. It's just that the medicine I prescribed you before was only meant to slow the progression of the illness. It can't fundamentally clear the virus from your blood or repair your damaged organs. But based on the current situation, your blood disease should be completely cured soon. It seems my previous worries were for nothing. I shouldn't have doubted Director Zhao. Director Zhao really did develop a drug for my rare blood disease. Yazi, I just transferred you 500,000 for nutritional expenses. You've just recently recovered. You still need to rest well. Director Zhao, I can't accept this 500,000. You're already very good to me. Yazi, you're not getting this money for nothing. There's something I need your help with. What do you mean you can't do it? Then why didn't you say so earlier? You had to wait until the trial is about to start to tell me you're quitting? And Talon, let me tell you, in the entire legal world, no one does business like you. All that time before, I helped you collect evidence. The legal fees, I paid you. Every last cent. And now you're telling me you're backing out? All right, I don't have time to argue with you. Since you, lawyer in, insist on jacking up the price and won't give a refund, then there's nothing more for us to discuss. Director Zhao, you were looking for me? Yazi. There's something, I don't know if I should ask you for help. Director Zhao, you've always taken care of me. Just tell me what you need. I can't accept this 500,000. Yazi. I really don't feel comfortable entrusting this to anyone else. As you know, in the company, you're the one I trust the most. So, I'll be honest with you. I was scammed by a lawyer. He didn't just take the money and do nothing. He even took the opportunity to molest my daughter, to assault my daughter. Back then, I sought him out because of his reputation. I specifically went to see him, hoping he could help me handle a private matter. I never thought his reputation was completely undeserved. Director Zhao, you can sue him for that. No. You know, my daughter just came of age. For a young girl like her reputation is too important. How could we let this matter get out? Then, Director Zhao, what's your idea? I just want to teach him a lesson. Make him understand that in this world, there is still fairness and justice. He doesn't deserve to be a lawyer. The money I spent, I'll just consider it tuition fees. What I want is to expose this scumbag's true face, his true face, and ensure he can never be a lawyer again. Doing this would be a public service. Otherwise, his next client will just be another victim. Yazi, if this is too difficult for you, just forget it. Oh, right, the medicine I gave you last time. Have you been taking it regularly? How is it working? This is for your next course of treatment. I'll give it to you now. Don't worry, Director Zhao. Leave this to me. I will make sure he pays the price for what he's done. Good. Just because of a lie he made up, you were willing to destroy your own reputation to claim my father assaulted you? Director Zhao has done too much for me. I've always wanted to find a way to repay him. Repay him? You think everything he did for you was a kindness? From what I know of you, Ms. Shu, you must have noticed something was off. Does Director Zhao have something to hide? Then what if I told you that this Director Zhao you've always respected, that his kindness to you is all a lie? How is that possible? I know you hate what I've done, so you don't have a good impression of me. But please don't criticize Director Zhao. Ms. Shu, I only deal with smart people. You must still be hiding something. As a successful businessman, there must be many dirty secrets. You think he's your benefactor, so you've always defended him. That's only human. But, Ms. Shu, have you ever thought, if the medicine he gave you is so effective, why haven't you recovered yet? In fact, you're getting worse. I have to say, the new drug Zhao Shi developed is extremely toxic. I only drank the so-called mineral water for 1 week, and it already caused organ damage. I might as well show you. These symptoms, are they the same as yours? Are you saying my illness was caused by Director Zhao? A week before my dad died, someone came to our door, selling so-called mineral water. In just a few days, these symptoms appeared. I went to the hospital for a checkup, and found that my organs were already failing. At first, I didn't suspect Zhao Shi, but now, it seems, if not him, then who? How could this be? I've always been completely loyal to Director Zhao. Why would he harm me? It's precisely because you're so loyal that he thought you would never suspect him. Do you know how much it costs to find a live human test subject on the market? What? A test subject? It seems Director Zhao really put a lot of thought into this, grinding the drug into a powder, dissolving it in water, making sure no one notices, and preserving its efficacy, judging by your condition. You've probably been tested with hundreds of drugs. Otherwise, why, after all this treatment, have you not only failed to recover, but have actually gotten worse? So, that means, with that mineral water, every change in flavor was because it was dissolved with a different drug. So do you still think Zhao Shi is your benefactor? But Zhao Shi was indeed good to you. He was afraid you, his live test subject, wouldn't be able to hold on, so he even developed a drug to help your body recover. But that drug's manufacturing cost was too high. He felt it wasn't worth it. Later, he used a cheaper substitute on you. Although it seemed similar, its effects weren't as good as before. That's why, later on, you kept taking medicine, but it had no effect. Thank you for telling me. But I've learned the truth too late. You should thank your own kindness. If you hadn't come to me, you probably would have died without knowing. It was Zhao Shi who harmed you. Time's up. We should go back. And Jiwen. What's going on? See Lu. This has nothing to do with Ms. In. It's just my own illness getting worse. You're already like this. Where are you going? I must atone for my sins. I want to attend the trial with you. Since Zhao Shi has gone this far, I have nothing left to worry about. I want to tell you everything I know, including your father, lawyer N's case. Plaintiff, regarding the slander against Talon and the suspected poisoning case, do you have anything else to add? Your Honor, I want to confess everything. I was bribed by the president of Zhikang Group, Zhao Shi, to frame Talon for assault. I have one more thing to add. I want to formally report Zhao Shi for illegally manufacturing counterfeit drugs for unlawful purposes, and the depression medication that Talon was taking long-term also came from Zhikang Group. Talon did not die from an accidental overdose. He was poisoned to death by Zhikang Group. Dad, just one last step. My birthday wish is about to come true. Director Zhao of Zhikang Group? That's our city's largest pharmaceutical group. He's a very big deal. I thought it was patricide, but after all these hearings, it's turned into a deliberate poisoning case, and it even involves Director Zhao of the largest pharmaceutical group. I don't think this is so simple. Plaintiff Shu Yazi, can you provide compelling evidence for your statements? The defendant, Ms. Jiwen, and I are the living proof. The defendant will please explain. I request a temporary recess to let the plaintiff rest. This might be my last chance. I can't let the truth be covered up any longer. Zhao Shi of Zhikang Group, without my knowledge, has long been putting various clinically untested drugs into my drinking water. It caused all my organs to fail. Zhikang Group once took ineffective and even harmful nerve-numbing drugs, manufactured them into seemingly effective pills, and distributed them on the black market. These are what people call addictive and toxic drugs. To the hospital. While your symptoms aren't severe yet, you can definitely be cured. No, I'm not going. I want to see the guilty brought to justice. Your Honor, I request to summon Zhao Shi of Zhikang Group. I have evidence to prove that my father's death is directly related to him. Lawyer Talon did not have any mental illness. It was Zhao Shi who bribed a doctor to make Lawyer In, without his knowledge, take psychiatric medication long-term. Unknowingly, he was poisoned to death. So the murderer is Zhao Shi. As this case is rather complex and involves many people, and the evidence requires time to verify, this court hereby announces a temporary recess. Your Honor. No. We've come this far. There's only one step left. Your Honor. Calm down. Mizzen. I've helped. In all the ways I can. The patient's condition is now critical. She has fallen into a deep coma. Her life is in danger at any moment. Right now, we can only do our best to ensure the patient remains stable, but her chances of waking up are very slim. Doctor, I just gave you another test report. What were the results of that one? Don't worry, I helped look over it for you. Thankfully, it's not too serious. As long as you cooperate with treatment, you'll be fine. Thank you, doctor. Thank you. Whose test report? Yours. Because I don't want you to end up like Shuyazi, lying in a hospital bed. After all, Master is gone now. I'll take good care of you for him. Brother C. Do you think I'll become the next Shuyazi? No, what are you thinking? Didn't the doctor just say it's not that serious? You'll definitely be cured. What I mean is, if we continue to investigate this, I can see then some things are not as simple as you think. Your Honor, what are you doing here? Your Honor, what are you doing here? And Jiwen, after these few rounds of hearings, and the current evidence, the conditions for awaiting trial, from now on, just attend the hearings on time. Lawyer C. By rights. I shouldn't be seeing you privately. But I have a word of advice for you. This person, Zhao Shi, is extremely dangerous. What happened to Lawyer N and Shuyazi? You've both seen it. With the evidence you've provided, I can take Zhao Shi into custody as a suspect. But if we want to convict him, this evidence alone is far from enough. It's far from enough. This evidence isn't enough. My father's death and Shuyazi's current situation. Isn't that all favorable evidence? Zhao Shi clearly committed intentional homicide. No, what his honor means is, we haven't yet found Zhao Shi's criminal motive and evidence. Besides, so much time has passed. Even if Shuyazi now provides evidence of him making fake drugs, we can still only use that one crime to detain him. As for Master's death and Shuyazi's illness, he can completely blame it on medical malpractice. After all, Zhao Shi never appeared directly. There is no direct evidence. Where are you going? Home. I have direct criminal evidence against Zhao Shi at home. What are you standing there for? Hurry up and help me look. We've been searching all day. We've searched the rooms several times. We haven't found the recording pen you mentioned, but Zhao Shi's summons to court is in less than 3 days. If we can't find the evidence, how can we get him convicted? What if Master really handed over the recording pen? Impossible. If my dad had handed over the recording pen back then, why would Zhao Shi still silence him? For 3 years, my dad never left the house. The pen must still be at home. Still at home. Jiwen. Take a rest. Why am I so useless? You're not useless. You've already done your best. You know. You're already close to the truth. Master wanted to protect you, too. That recording pen is the final truth. And the most dangerous truth. Your mom always used to say, when you make a wish, you have to do it properly. It'll be very effective. Come on. Let's try. Dad. Why are you collecting bottles again? Dad. Is useless. Before, all I knew was how to litigate for others. Now, my job as a lawyer is gone too. That 200,000 for your study abroad. I'll just tell my teacher. Regarding the self-funded study abroad, I'm not going. How can you not go? Your money for studying abroad. Dad prepared it for you long ago. I'll go get you the passbook. Wenwen. Dad. What's wrong, Dad? Dad. Dad, all my life, I pursued fairness and justice. But now I can only watch as injustice happens. When? You must promise, Dad, to bring justice back to those who have been wronged. Found it. Well? What's on the recording pen? The pen has nothing on it. This recording pen uses a direct, wireless transmission to the recipient. To be precise, this is a listening device. A bug? That's right. I've been checking the recipient's IP. It's Shikong Group. Brother C, do you still have my father's retainer file records? Shu Yazi said that Zhao Shi and my father collaborated once. The pen must have been with my father then. If we can find the case file from back then, we can uncover Zhao Shi's secret. After Master left his job, I sorted all his case files. I only found Shikong Group's collaboration with Shu Yazi. As for with Zhao Shi, there's not a single one. What? Lawyer C, long time no see. Director Zhao, we followed this recording pen's receiving address to find you here. We hope you can give us a reasonable explanation. You've both seen it. This company has hundreds of people. How did you happen to find your way to me? Besides, my former secretary, didn't she also have a case against your Yanzheng law firm? Maybe. This thing is hers. Shu Yazi is now in the hospital. Because of you, Director Zhao, shouldn't you? Director Zhao, I think you've misunderstood. We came here not to question you. We're just here to inform you that your company's drug quality issues have been reported by name. Soon, you will receive a court summons. We hope you will attend on time. By the way, your daughter is very pretty. Let's go. Didn't we say we came to find a clue between him and Master? We'll get nothing by asking like that. But I know who is the breakthrough to this problem. Who? Zhao Shi's daughter. I know. Sure enough, it's exactly as you guessed. I had a friend check Zhao Lisha's information. I found that before Shu Yazi went to see Master, Zhao Lisha was already hospitalized, and Zhao Shi was also staying at the hospital with her. During that period, he was constantly looking for lawyers. But the content of their talks. Both sides signed an NDA. They're completely unwilling to disclose it. Then the fact that Zhao Shi and my father don't have a retainer contract makes sense now. He must have privately contacted my father for a consultation, but the content was confidential, so they never went through the firm's contract. No way. Master always followed principles. He would never bypass the firm to take a case privately. But for my dad to take this case, he must have had his reasons. But we don't even know what happened, so how would we know the details of Master's case? The recording pen. It's the recording pen my father mentioned. I think I know what my dad meant about the pen before he died, what its contents are. Since Zhao Shi secretly retained Master for a case, it means he didn't want a third person to know about this, but Master happened to break that principle and met him privately. It was to record everything that he said, and Zhao Shi found out about it. That's why he. So that recording pen must have what we've been looking for. The criminal evidence. As long as we release the pen's contents, the chain of evidence will be complete. That's right. But Master, where would he have put such an important clue? Or perhaps this evidence has already been found by Zhao Shi and destroyed. Brother C, I have something to take care of. You just need to ensure that Zhao Shi and Zhao Lisha can be brought to the trial on time. Wait. We've already confirmed that the suspect is Zhao Shi. Why drag his daughter into this? My intuition. Zhao Lisha and this case must be related. Also, we must confirm why Zhao Lisha was injured. Don't worry, leave it to me. I hope this time we can find the truth. Doctor, stop following me. I have to protect patient privacy. No, doctor, I just want to ask why Zhao Lisha was hospitalized. Who are you to her? Actually, I'm Shasha's boyfriend. Last time she was hospitalized, I was abroad. As her boyfriend, I couldn't even come back to see her. All right. I'll tell you quietly. Even if you came last time, you wouldn't have seen her. Director Zhao booked the entire floor for her. Shasha. Was she that sick this time? I'll tell you a secret. It was a car accident. A car accident? It's okay, I know. Are you really sure? This hearing is mainly about Zhao Shi's fake drugs and Shu Yazi's poisoning case. I investigated privately. This time, Zhao Shi is completely confident he'll get off, even if he's charged. At most it will be medical malpractice and improper management. He'll just pay a fine and walk. Today, I'll make sure he never leaves. Oh, right. Do you know how Zhao Lisha had that car accident? You know everything. What I find strange is, Zhao Lisha only had a scraped forehead, but Zhao Shi stayed at the hospital to look after her for 2 weeks, because the one hospitalized wasn't just Zhao Lisha. It wasn't Zhao Lisha. Shasha. What are you doing here? Didn't I tell you to stay out of this? Dad, quiet. Go home right now, before the hearing starts. Go back now, go. It was you. You're the one who called my daughter here. Zhao Shi. It's time your daughter saw what kind of father you really are. Defendant Zhao Shi, for the alleged production of fake drugs, which led to the victim Shu Yazi falling into a coma, and the death of the victim in Talon. This case is now being tried by this court. Defendant Zhao Shi, do you admit to the basic facts of the prosecution's charges? The pills. I did indeed produce them. But I didn't think it would lead to someone's death. Your Honor, the evidence we have provided can prove that our client was completely unaware of the supply chain loophole, and subjectively, he had no malicious intent to kill. This is what I wrote overnight, over 20 pages of a confession. I sincerely apologize to Ms. Shu and Mr. In. Also, I am willing to sell half of my company's shares to compensate the victims. Although the defendants provided evidence is valid, a supply chain loophole does not exempt the manufacturer from their due diligence. Given the defendant's willingness to compensate and his good attitude in pleading guilty, this court will now organize mediation. Is he just going to get away with it? Your Honor, Zhao Shi has committed other crimes. Zhao Shi committed a hit and run. Ma'am, we understand your pain from losing a loved one, but please do not, in order to punish the defendant, fabricate a lie about our client committing a hit and run. Let's stick to the facts and discuss the issue of the drugs. You are the defendant's counsel. You have no right to stop or interrupt our witness's testimony. Your Honor, please allow us to play the contents of this memory card. Due to new evidence that may change the nature of this case, this court will recess for 15 minutes. The technical team will immediately check if the memory card is intact. Your Honor, we are ready. We can play it at any time. I confess. 3 years ago, after hitting someone while drunk driving, I fled the scene. Dad. There's no need to listen to Ms. Ann's evidence anymore. I pled guilty. Defendant Zhao Shi, please state accurately what happened at that time. No, that's not what happened. It's my fault. I spoiled you too much. Shasha, how many times have I told you? Matters between adults are none of your business. Stand down. The defendant may continue to state the facts of the case. Your Honor, you don't know. This accident happened entirely because of my foolish daughter. She caused it. The car in the accident was modified by my daughter, and I'm not good at driving it. So, I swear, the victim who was hit was definitely not seriously injured. The medical bills that were due, I paid them all. I can even present the medical records and payment receipts. Zhao Shi, if things were as simple as you say, why would I have gone through so much trouble to come after you? Your Honor, what Zhao Shi is describing is not the whole story. I request to play the recording. Your Honor, the incident was so long ago. I inevitably have parts one don't remember clearly. The defendant will respect the testimony given. Your Honor, let the audio be the definitive proof. Lawyer and Talon. It's so good to finally meet you. It's such an honor. Lawyer and Talon. It's so good to finally meet you. It's such an honor. I asked you here this time because you really have to help me. Director Zhao, if you have a case for me, you could have just gone to Yanzheng Law Firm to find me. Lawyer N, I've run into some trouble. I couldn't go to your firm myself. That's why I troubled you to come all this way. Lawyer N's daughter. Didn't she just get into grad school in City A? You had me investigated. Investigated? I heard that. Lawyer N has never lost a case. So I wanted to ask Lawyer N to come and handle a case for me. If you handle it well, the legal fees, I'll pay you double. I'm just an ordinary lawyer. Your case, I might not be able to. It's just an ordinary car accident. With Lawyer N's experience, you can handle it easily. If you don't believe me, just look at the file. Director Zhao, as long as you get a letter of understanding from the victim, this matter will be over. You don't even need a lawyer. The victim has already passed away. A fatal car accident. Director Zhao, you will have to pay the price, whatever they ask for. I'm willing to give. Is that all? Isn't that enough? That was a human life. Isn't that enough? That was a human life. Defendant Zhao Shi, answer truthfully. Is the recording accurate? Director Zhao, why did you hide something so important from me? This is intentional injury. It was all 3 years ago. It already happened. And I already gave the victim's family compensation money. Who knew they would bring this up again? Director Zhao, find someone else. I can't solve this. Your Honor, our recorded evidence. I request that my father's poisoning and death case and Zhao Shi's car accident case from 3 years ago be handled together. Furthermore, we can provide the victim's parents' witness testimony. Yuan Qin's family. There's no one left. Your Honor, please inquire in detail. There is also Defendant Zhao Shi, please state in detail the events of the case from 3 years ago. Were there any other victims? This accident was 3 years ago. There's nothing more to say. Your Honor, I have something to say. Don't you want to know the final truth? Listen carefully to what she says. Your Honor, I have something to say. Defendant Zhao Shi, observe court discipline. Your Honor, please allow me to describe what happened then. Be quiet. You weren't even there. What do you know? Does the speaker have definitive proof of being present? There can be no perjury in this court. Your Honor, I have proof that Zhao Lisha was there. Here are Zhao Lisha's hospitalization records, and the doctor has confirmed this. Inside are the medical records I photographed, and the doctor's testimony. Lawyer C, you're quite something. You allow Director Zhao to use special means to block information, but you won't allow me to use special means to get it? I didn't expect you to learn so fast. Since there is conclusive evidence of presence, the speaker may now give a detailed account. We've come this far. Don't hide it any longer. 3 years ago, Shasha and I were indeed both in that car. The person who was hit was my fiancée at the time. She was also Shasha's stepmother. She deserved it. She actually dared to cheat on me. In a fit of anger, I hit her with my car and killed her. Lawyer In helped me handle it. But unexpectedly, Lawyer In advised me to turn myself in. How could I turn myself in? I have so many businesses, so much wealth I haven't spent. Why should I turn myself in? I have so many businesses, so much wealth I haven't spent. Why should I turn myself in? Why should my master die? Because of your impulse? Zhao Shi, do you have any humanity? So what? That bitch Yuan Qin deserved to die. I gave 3 million to her mother in the countryside. I was more than benevolent. But that old hag still wouldn't let it go. She wanted to sue me. She actually wanted me to pay for that worthless life with my own. Ha ha ha, what a joke. Dad. How could you even do that to Auntie Yuan's mother? I'm in the business of making drugs. See. There are drugs that cure, and there are drugs that harm. Killing that old hag was easy. Just one pill was enough to make her die, without a sound. And you, that master of yours, was incredibly stubborn. I hired him to help me, to get me off the hook, but instead, he started lecturing me. Who does he think he is? He's just some worthless lawyer. He wanted to get justice for Yuan Qin and her mother. So I sent him to hell along with them. Ha ha ha. Dad, you wretched girl. If you hadn't insisted on drinking that day, I wouldn't have been driving your car, and I wouldn't have run into that Yuan Qin sneaking around with other men. The capital crimes I've committed. It's all your fault. Get out. No, it wasn't like that. If it weren't for you, none of this would have ever happened. I would still be enjoying my life of luxury. It's all your fault. You caused all of this. Now get out. Get out. Defendant Zhao Shi has confessed to his crimes. Remand him in custody pending sentencing. You should all die. Every single one who tried to harm me will meet a terrible end. Director Zhao, you really put on quite a show. With your acting, not becoming an actor is truly a waste. You dare say I'm acting? Have you forgotten how I poisoned the water in your dorm? Or have you forgotten how I took that lawyer friend of yours? I destroyed his reputation and then took his life. Since you've already admitted to everything you've done, then you must face the judgment of the law. The plaintiff. You must pay for those innocent lives. All their lives. Traded for just one of mine? I didn't lose out. Is that so? Director Zhao, let me ask you a question. Did Yuan Qin really cheat on you? Because at the hospital where your daughter was staying, in the room next door, I found records of Yuan Qin's difficult childbirth. That child was yours. Everyone, just think. A pregnant woman about to give birth. How could she, with that big belly, go out and have an affair? What's going on? This is all thanks to you. You distracted the doctor, so I could get into the records room and find the truth from that year. Zhao Shi, you sealed off the hospital, specifically to hide the fact that your fiancé, Yuan Qin, died in childbirth because of the car accident. Not only did Yuan Qin not cheat on you, she was also deeply in love with you. Am I right? So what if you are? I killed her. I admit it. Saying all this is useless. What for? The punishment you deserve. You can't escape. But don't think you can. Pin the crime on someone else. Miss Zhao, am I right? Your Honor. She's lying. Your Honor. The recording I just played has 2 parts. I originally thought the first part would be enough to make Zhao Shi confess, but I didn't expect him to put on such a dramatic act for us. So now, I request to play the next part of the recording. How could this be? I already destroyed it. My father died for this recording. He died to expose the truth of what happened. The truth he protected with his life. How could it possibly be so easily destroyed by you? Your Honor, the defendant, Zhao Shi, has harmed countless people, including my father. The truth is in this recording. Hello? Shasha, Dad, the doctor said. Auntie Yuan Chin's baby. They're both gone. Shasha, didn't I tell you to go abroad and relax? To stay out of this? But, Shasha, be good. Everything else, Dad will take care of it. Don't worry. Is this the renovation company? I need a crew. To replicate a garage for me. Yes. It has to be identical. I also hired some stand-in actors to recreate the scene of the car accident. But I swapped my daughter in the driver's seat with myself. But the garage security footage clearly shows that you, Director Zhao, intentionally hit the victim. I can't take your case. I advise you to turn yourself in. I already paid you. Why are you still so persistent? Shasha didn't do it on purpose. Besides, isn't Yuan Chin in the hospital, resting for her pregnancy? What? You're at the hospital? Why did you have to come here? Yuan Chin, she just has some minor scrapes. It's nothing serious. Didn't you tell me before that you often get headaches? My company recently just produced a special medicine for headaches. I'll bring some for you. Don't worry. 1 pill is all it takes. Shortly after, Zhao Shi discovered that the recording pen was in my father's possession. He used my life to threaten my father, to protect me. He wanted me to go abroad safely, before risking his life, to reveal the whole truth. I never expected that in the end he could only hide the truth, the recorded evidence, inside my birthday cake. And so I could only plan all this to tell everyone the entire truth. To think Master went so far for this truth. He even gave his own life. You made a mistake. But instead of repenting, you used so many innocent people to bury the truth. The evidence is conclusive. Take the culprits, Zhao Shi and Zhao Lisha, into custody immediately. Shasha, I'm so sorry. I failed to protect you. Dad, this was my mistake. I'll take responsibility. Only you still treat me like a child. Actually, you're the one who's wrong. I was wrong, Dad. Dad. Don't worry. He will get the punishment he deserves. All of this is thanks to you. This is the most precious gift your master left for you. My birthday wish came true. So it was all true. Justice may be delayed, but it is never absent.